Today we're going to play Jurassic Park, the board game.
Dibs on Goldblum.
Now, can you enjoy this game when you are over the age of 12? Are you guys excited to play a game that thrills you just as much as the movie?
No, it chills us as much as the movie thrilled us.
Extra large game board!
Oh, and when it says extra large game board, it is not joking.
Jesus Christ, man.
Wow.
That is a large game.
Damn.
You spared no expense.
Wow, take that, Axis and Allies.
So, and of course everything's in here because I never throw anything away. So.
Alright, I call dibs on Muldoon. I'm glad that you don't throw away, critical game pieces. I don't think.
Well, I don't think this.
Do any of us do that on purpose?
I don't think this thing here is pretty critical because it's the Punch-Out game, and.
Dude, I to be honest with you, I keep that kind of stuff too. Like I have an old Power Rangers game that still has that like cardboard piece where you punch out everything.
I see you want to be a leather jacket, Goldblum.
His name's Ian Malcolm, or is there any chance we're actually gonna call him that?
His card's right there that tells you all his actual name in the movie. So, and who did you choose?
That's Muldoon.
Who's
the only guy with a gun.
So who's Muldoon in the movie?
The game warden.
Yeah.
Is he like
the one who says "clever girl" and then he gets his face eaten?
He is, as Jordan mentioned earlier, the Boba Fett of Jurassic Park the movie, because he's talked up as being the game warden, an expert hunter and a tracker, and when called upon to use his expert tracking skills and hunting knowledge, he's the first one eaten.
So
what are you gonna do?
Look who else you can be.
He was awesome in the book.
I picked Newman from Seinfeld.
Here you go.
All right.
And my characters left are Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler, his love interest wife. I can't remember. It's been like a decade since I've seen this.
Yes,
movie.
no.
They kind of were, and then Jurassic Park 3 came in and just stomped that concept out.
Like the ending of the first movie was what they wanted, like finally. Oh, he wants kids now or something.
And then the third movie begins with them seemingly together, and then suddenly Sattler's husband just comes out of left field, and they snog right in front of Alan as he slinks away. It was,
well, shit.
I'm sure that they did that on purpose. I'm not
sure
who wanted to see that.
My name is Sean Murphy, so I'm going to be. I guess I'm Lex Murphy, because obviously there are Murphy characters in this game. So I have to play them.
Hammond's granddaughter.
You introduce yourself and the character you'll be playing.
Well, I'm Brian Massey. I host a show called One Drunk Geek on Castaway Studios, and I'm playing Dennis Needry.
Yep. And I'm Jordan Hazelwood. I co-host the VGN Comic Shop with Brian, as well as I have a video review show called Geek Critique, all with links to which you can find at castawaystudios.com. And as was mentioned several times already, I'm playing Jeff Goldblum's character, Dr. Ian Malcolm. I wanted him just because I knew that I could control my Goldblum impression more so than I feel other people can. Goldblum, and that'll be it for me today.
I'm Brendan Michelli. I don't have a web presence of any kind, shape, or form.
We had an extra seat.
We had an extra seat. I'm playing Robert Muldoon, as mentioned earlier, the Boba Fett of the Jurassic Park movie, who was so much more awesome in the book, and I'll be attempting to redeem the character in this game.
Hell yeah.
I will attempt to play him as awesome as he was in the book.
And of course, I'm Sean Murphy, and I will be playing Lex Murphy in the game, because when am I ever going to find another game that has a character with my name in it? And, so the dinosaurs we have today, we have a gigantic Tyrannosaurus Rex, only one, just like the movie, so it's very accurate. And then of course we have 3 Velociraptor cages and 3, I don't know, Dilophosaurus? I don't remember, it's been a while. But I do remember that there's 3 apiece and 2 apiece. God, I played this game a lot when I was a kid, so I already remember how, and that one lost his baseboard, but...
My feet, where's my feet?
Read through these rules so that we can adequately understand this game that is for 2 to 4 players, ages not mentioned.
It says 8
and up. There we go.
So I think we'll be alright.
Yes, we should be fine. So... has a nice description here about, oh no, your truck is gone and now the T-Rex is chasing you. So you gotta get to the visitor center where you'll be safe. Because nothing was happening at the visitor center once they got there.
No T-Rex is there.
Yeah, apparently this is supposed to like poke up, which is why I put tape under this. Well, I think it came with that, but it like never stays. and then of course raptor cages, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and then they just call these spitter cages instead of their actual like names because that would
remember those.
because that would require too much research. I mean, map key. There's a map key down here in case you don't know what a T-Rex looks like.
I think the very large I think the plastic model is a clue. This is what T-Rex looks like. I don't need the map key to know.
There's also the logo to the movie, and that helped too.
Yeah. Nice little knobby hands. Alright, each raptor panel is 3. Separate the 8 visitor cards from the deck. Each player chooses one or deals them out randomly. Refer to figure 3. Yep, start space. These cards remain in front of you throughout the game. They're completely worthless to the game. They just help you remember what character you are up there. Shuffle the rest of the cards and deal out 4. Does anybody know how to shuffle? Because I cannot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can do that.
Oh god.
And then you give 4 cards to each player. And so the youngest player goes first, everyone.
That ain't gonna be me.
Just because I look young does not mean I am young.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
31.
I'm 26.
Alright.
Wow.
And so I guess we'll start with you and go around clockwise then.
Alright. We're supposed to look at these?
Yes. I assume. Let me make sure. Play the continuous clockwise. There are 2 steps you take on your turn. 1, you roll a dinosaur dice and move a dinosaur, only if you wish to. And then move your pawn, or play a card, or trade a card, or pass. So, you will always roll the dinosaur die, so this is pretty self-explanatory. You roll that spitter, you're able to move him out of the cage and move him 1 space.
There's any spitter you want in
any spitter you want anywhere.
Okay.
So there's going to be a lot of dinosaurs running everywhere, trying to eat each other's faces off in this game. However, the dinosaurs won't actually kill you. They're just basically like border patrol guards. They're going to stand in front of you and prevent you from moving anywhere.
So they're like the robber from Catan. Basically, they just get in your way.
They just get in your way, and you have to like give a card that says like, I don't know, evade dinosaur, and then you get to the next space.
Like, I don't know why, but like I was just thinking like it was gonna be like, okay, you can use these dinosaurs to basically kill off people or like take.
This is a kid's game.
There's way too many dinosaurs to player ratio for that. I mean,
also little
take damage.
Can the dinosaurs attack each other? Like,
no. They can't even share the same space. I don't think. They can move through it.
They're blocking.
I'll get to that in a second.
They're area denial.
The 3, because if I remember correctly, these are the safe spaces. If you're in any of those spaces, dinosaurs can't land on that space.
They look like the hang guards of Babylon.
Yeah,
I think it's the bunker.
I think I almost thought
the safe space is the bunker where Samuel L. Jackson gets eaten.
Yeah, I think like the Velociraptors, it almost looks like they're inside that little area, and you're just standing on top. You do not have to move a dinosaur if you do not want to.
And if you choose to move, you move the number on the die.
Yeah, move the dinosaur onto your opponent's space to try to prevent them from getting to the visitor center first. Alright, so here's the 4 things you can do after you move the dinosaur, which always happens first. Yeah, then on step 2,
you just think of that too.
You do one of these 4 things. You can move your pawn simply 1 space, and that's it, and call it a day. Unless you're under attack by a dinosaur, then you must do something else. Or you can play any of your 4 cards face up and do what it says, which they're all really self-explanatory. Like, you have move cards.
Yeah, I have a bunch of cards that move way more than 1 space.
Yes,
so
exactly.
Why would I not want to use those if I have them?
Because sometimes the law of luck will like screw you over and you'll be left with nothing but cancel cards.
Okay.
Now let me ask you a question. After that, do you draw more cards?
I'll get to that.
Okay.
I'm guessing this yellow windy line is the road.
That's the road,
I have a card that mentions the road.
Yeah, I was just going to briefly go over the only 4 cards in the game, because there's only 4. There's move 1 space because you escaped a dinosaur, but it can only be played if a dinosaur is on your space. Then there's move 2 spaces generic, and then there's move 2 or 3 spaces along the road, and then there's cancel a card played so that you can cancel someone else from actually escaping a dinosaur or moving altogether and just basically screw over their turn. And take it forever for everyone to reach the visitor center.
I can only assume that we can elect to play these cancel cards whenever we want to.
Yes.
Like not on our turn.
And you can use that on a card to cancel the effect of the card. You can even play it on top of another cancel card, and we can have a cancel war. So that is very fun. Do not refill your card hand until your turn is over. So even if you're using cancel cards on your turn, you won't be able to pick any more cards until you go back to your turn, and then your turn comes to an end.
Gotcha.
Fair enough.
Okay, also on your turn, if you want to, if you hate every single card that you have, you can just trade 4 new cards in for 4 new ones, but then that's all you can do. Or you can pass if you simply just don't wish to do anything, which I don't know why you would not want to.
I'm not sure why
You're about to win, everyone else is on the other side of the board, and you want to taunt them.
It's like Mario Kart when you wait right in front of the finish line. So, dinosaurs cannot land or pass through the maintenance sheds, which are the safe spaces. After they leave their pen, they can never go back into the pen, because they want to be free. They can also pass through your pawn space and have it not affect you if they're going to go through somebody to get to another player.
Alright.
Wait, repeat that?
So like, if you're Jeff Goldblum here and Lex is down here, you could be like, oh, I roll a 2 for the Velociraptor here, or 3. You can move through Jeff Goldblum to attack only Lex, and then this is your character, and you're like, haha, you're trapped, and then you move on.
Ah, okay.
Ooh, see the strategy hints section for if you need real help on this game.
How do I play game?
Sometimes, you may even move a dinosaur onto your own pawn. As a strategy, I guess.
As a strategy.
Alright guys, hear me out!
I love it when the plan comes together.
Hear me out! I'm gonna get a lot of that dinosaur, and you go get your next. It's like,
You go to the chopper, I'll fend him off, because this is a co-op. Oh wait, no it isn't. A dinosaur cannot land on a space with another dinosaur, but they can pass through it just like they can pass through people.
what's up, bro? What's up?
Pawn.
I'm assuming that the T-Rex, like, there's only one side of the dinosaur die that's T-Rex, but he can move like 5 spaces or something.
It says 6 actually.
No, he's got 2 then, because I'm looking at a 5 right here.
Yeah, he has a 5 and a 6, the Velociraptors have 3 and 4, and the Spitters have 1 and 2s.
Oh.
He's shorter legs.
Also, we're not allowed, once the dinosaurs leave, they can't go into this space, but we also can never enter these spaces either.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Don't want to like go into the dinosaur's natural habitat.
It'd be the safest place. They're all not there. They've all left.
And speaking of safe places, the maintenance sheds are all like on the leeward side of every single one of these pens, so it's almost not worth going for them. I think I'd rather just take my chances in open air and cover more ground that way.
Also, you cannot move through dinosaurs. So if he's blocking your way and you roll a 2, I mean, if you have here and you can have 2 spaces you can move, you roll 1 and stop at the dinosaur, because you cannot pass through a dinosaur space.
Alright.
Because they've seen you. So you're going to have to end your turn right there once you do that.
Okay.
And the other...
And I'm assuming that other than the road cards, that we can move on any of these hexes.
Yes, every hex is 1 space. At the end of your mood on Maintenance Shade... Oh. There's a bonus. If you land here and end your turn on this, you may also trade as many of your cards as you want for new cards as a bonus for landing there.
Oh, okay.
So now there's a reason to go there. Question. Heliport and the seaport.
I will be getting to that. That's probably in the expansion. No, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine like children at age 8 playing expansion games and trying to learn new rules for every single game that attaches itself to it?
Well, I think 8-year-olds today are probably play a lot of video games, so they're kind of used to DLC and microtransactions by now.
Back then, it was called expansion packs. Yeah. Okay, under attack. If you're on the same space as a dinosaur, I keep using my space. You cannot move until you escape the dinosaur. It may take several turns to do this.
Yeah, there's a card for that, right?
Yeah, there's only 2 ways to do this. On the beginning of your turn, you could actually roll and be like, well, now I don't have to waste my card. I can move the dinosaur away
from you,
and then move 2 spaces away. Or you could be like, screw that, I'm going to just trap everyone else and make them suffer too. So I don't know why you'd want to do that, but... Or you can play the escape card, which I just mentioned. Alright. This is pretty simple.
So if I were trapped and I played the escape card, can I then play the I move 2 spaces card as well?
No, you can only play 1 card per turn.
Alright.
Yeah. And you cannot land on any maintenance shed cards using the move along the road cards because you have to end your turn on the road.
Alright.
Alright, how to win The first player to move from the space in front of the visitor center door and onto the visitor center itself wins.
So you can't just get here, you have to get
So
there.
just count that flat building now as a space.
Okay.
Which is, yeah, I mentioned that earlier. You won! You made it to the visitor center first. Actually looks like they used the caricature of this guy to win the game, which is kind of funny. You want to learn the awesome tips? Does anyone want to learn the 5 strategy tips before we begin to make sure you have an edge on opponents?
I think we're good enough to figure strategy out as we play.
Alright, let's finish the game and then go back to the strategy tips and then like, oh, why didn't I think of that? Like,
That'd be kind of hilarious.
That's actually a good idea.
That is kind of funny. We'll do
Let
that.
us do that.
Alright, so youngest player.
so there really is no point for the heliport or the helipad or the port, huh?
It just says heliport.
Teleport.
I kind of think it's like this is one of those times where they were making the game and it was already there, and then someone interrupted them and said, "The game's due next week." And I was like, "But we're not done testing. Who cares? Ship it out." And then like so the spaces were made.
The helipad looks like it's on a hex. The port is clearly not.
Yeah.
The port is like at least 2 hexes away from where we can walk.
If this was a video game, they'd be dropping like other dinosaurs out there to start attacking you as you walk by, and like. But yeah, I seriously looked through this entire thing. There is not a single instance other than the map here. It doesn't. They don't even get a mention in the map of the description, but they're there. You can clearly see they're there. See, maybe they were going to be the first game to make an expansion, and then they were just too ahead of their time. You know, back in good old 1994, 1992.
Oh, see, what happened is they put the heliport on there in the seaport when they designed the map, and then somebody said, you do know if you get to a heliport, you can leave the island, instead of going all the way to the visitor center. And Photoshop hadn't been invented yet, and so they couldn't erase them from the map, and they just had to just, oh, I won't put rules for it in there.
What's funny is they probably were like, they have to get to the visitor center because it's the entire island, but we would still want to make this accurate as possible to the movie, so the heliport and the docks are in the same places as they were in the movie.
Alright, let's do this. Okay. I got the green dudes, so I can move them 3.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm gonna move one here, move one here, move one here.
Oh yeah, we forgot to, you were saying that was a house rule you wanted to add? You can split the move
multiple
between dinosaurs?
Right.
Yeah, because it doesn't mention it in the board, it just says,
There's so many of them, you might as well.
Yeah. Move a dinosaur.
If it says a dinosaur,
Yeah.
then they mean singular.
Mm-hmm. And then that's why it says may move up to that many spaces in case,
I think they mean you can only move one. I think that's the inference I'm getting from that.
yeah.
Alright.
So do you want to...
So
Do you want me to get a house rule or?
Do you want to get house
I think we
rules?
should play. Let's try playing with the rules as they've got them, and
Alright.
So we more properly
because for all we know, they may actually have play tested this before they shipped it out, and multiple dinosaurs on multiple moves may screw things up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn good point, actually.
Yeah,
Alright.
because the Velociraptor's gonna move 3 or 4, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just keep it to 1.
They're fast mounted
Alright.
jumpers
Yeah.
to begin
Are
with.
you trying to make a barricade in front of the house already?
No. Not
Okay.
really.
Well, that was going to be my
It's
strategy.
Brian. I'm sure there's no plan whatsoever what he's doing. So your move.
I wonder how it... I wonder if
You
this...
gotta move your dude.
Moving 2 spaces. 2.
Alright, so like, I think this was the only game I had as a kid that had hexes on it. Like, it would be like...
Oh, you must not play much Mech Warrior then.
As an 8-year-old? No.
I know some guys.
I think I played stuff like this.
Oh
and,
boy.
like, Home Alone the board game.
T-Rex.
and all that sort of stuff.
Um,
Yeah. You gonna trap all of us while we're there already?
That would be unfair. Just trap Nedry.
Did you say drive into the tree?
1, 2,
Just trap Nedry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it did say that you could put a dinosaur on the start space.
Okay.
That's
So-
kind of a dick move.
I guess since I'm going to get more cards anyway, I'll move 2 spaces. Send me up the road in your direction, Brendan. Thank you.
Alright.
Alright.
And I get extra card now since my turn's over.
Yeah, your turn's over, so draw up to 4. Did you draw up to 4?
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Alright. 4 on Velociraptor. Okay. Moving that one. And I'm going to move 3 spaces along the road.
You didn't start on the road. Are you allowed to use
Yeah, you can't
that
use
card?
it because you weren't on the road to
Did
begin
start on the
with.
road. Oh, you got to start on the road. Oh, well,
I
then
think,
in that
yeah, it
case.
says you can't end there, but let me make sure it didn't say anything about start. Man, these kids' games were so advanced. There's
There's just no room for error.
this. If you are on a space without a dinosaur, and that space is either a road space or adjacent to a road. Okay, so you can use it, you just can't end your move on a non-road space.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
So yeah, you can do that.
So that's me, I draw a card, the die goes over to you.
Okay.
And we can share spaces with other characters, right?
Yes.
Other players.
Other players.
So we got a spitter here. Start my. I'm not gonna move that dead one over there.
It's like the fish at the bottom of the fish tank.
Help.
Life alert bracelet not working.
I'm just gonna move. Yeah, I'm just gonna move 2 spaces, and no, yeah, I'm just gonna do that and hope you. Yeah, I was tempted to land there and hope you move the next turn.
Alright, let's see here. 2 spaces on that.
Good thing I didn't do that.
Alright, 1, 2. And then I'm gonna, well, I can't really move right now, can I?
No.
Alright, I'm gonna discard a few cards then. And I can.
Yeah, you can discard up to 4 cards and pick new.
Well, I'm not gonna do anything because I'm blocked by T-Rex.
Okay.
Alright, cool.